But, me have a thing to say, but, you know, say, anytime them do things is a political move. It's not that them do it out of, well, them use the Constitution still. The Constitution was given by Britain, and it's white people write that in the Constitution. Yet still, these people who make the Constitution what it is, have same-sex marriage as something legitimate. And right now the African country, them have to fend off America because they are even offered money. The vice president of America go to Africa go offer money for people give up them culture. And it boils down to culture, you know. Them want the African them to give up them culture, and most of the president them, I say, what not talk about? That not enough for culture. That not enough for culture. And as a matter of fact, that not enough no black people culture. And if them take up that pan them head, it's because them get warped by the European idea of what is and what is not supposed to be, because that not in none of the Caribbean culture. But we say Caribbean people are take it up to as part of for them way of life. And now we say America try force governments to accept that as a legitimate way of living. And you know, say Jamaican people now, they will not stand for that. They will not stand for it. But I'm going to come forward and tell you what I really want to say about this thing where the government do and how hypocritical them is as it relates to same-sex marriage. This is the cutting edge and
the Black Radar YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button and keep listening.
The ministress of Foreign Affairs say that the Jamaican it is illegal. It is illegal in Jamaica for two people of the same sex to get married. No, I want to ask the Minister of Foreign Affairs, did she know that on the north coast of Jamaica, a lot of same-sex marriage take place in the hotels? They must know. The Minister of Tourism and the ministers in the house must know, because them have to issue marriage certificate or married. If you get married, you have to have somebody officiate it. And there is a lot, and it's years this going on, years this are going on. So how them are going like them don't know that? How them are going like them don't know that? So what, it's not illegal in the hotel them? It's not Jamaica. You mean say, all of them big hotel on the north coast don't go by Jamaican law? If the Jamaican law say them not allowing same-sex marriage, how come same-sex marriage is allowed in the hotels? I dare anybody come tell me say no go so. I dare anybody to come tell me say same-sex people no get married in the hotel them. And I can call the hotel name them too, but I'm not going to do it. Because them so powerful that them say a lie and then go sue me, sue this and sue that. And then you hear say, boy, right now, me not have no clothes and me not have no house and me not have no friend. But them know say, same-sex marriage, people fly down, forget the ambience of Jamaica. 2 man or 2 women get married in a Jamaica. And a lie me I tell. And a whole heap of people on the North Coast who work in the hotel them. No, say no lie me I tell. I mean, I create no mischief. It's just that the hypocrisy of these politicians is so horrible that they cannot be trusted in nothing what them say. Because when them do it, it's just because them know say, you think say anything go on between America and Jamaica, because them do that. When them talk, when America say, all right, them go try. When the diplomat them in America, when them time up, them now go renew it. The feel say they can go budge their relationship between America and Jamaica, them don't let them set out that already. Them don't set out that already because them did have the LGBTQRA SST LAT flag a fly upon the embassy. And the two them know say the embassy is American soil. All we can do is just pass and say, oh my God, look what is happening in Jamaica. Look, it never did happen in Jamaica. It is America, it did happen in a. But the hotel them is not designated as American soil, no care who own it. Hotels in Jamaica is not the soil of the country or the people them who own it. So if it's a Spanish hotel, because it's built by Spaniards, it don't mean say the Spaniards them wrong. If it's a Mexican hotel, it don't mean say it's America, it's wrong. It's the Mexican them wrong. It's Jamaica. Plain upfront Jamaica. So how is it now? Because when them do that now, to the people them it sound like yes, a long time them to do them things and upfront with the thing. Look here, man. People of Jamaica, these people is hypocrite. They cannot be trusted. Because them know, thousands of people on the North Coast know, that people fly down to come to them marriage, and it's not man and woman are married. That's what they have to say. So when them do that now, it's smoke screen. They make it sound like say, see, the people them can relax now. See, we show them say, we're not in the gating. Yeah, no, we're not gating. Go up on the North Coast, certain time of the year. Go up on the North Coast, certain time, if you say, legitimate American gay couples is frolicking in the sunshine and taking in the coconut water and white rum of Jamaica without any stress. And when I tell nobody if it's stress them, we just say, if we don't talk about, say, it is not part of the Constitution of Jamaica to accept same-sex marriage. It must be right across the board. You can't do it over there, so. And then I can make it sound like, say, on against it. On not against it. On not against it. The Constitution said, but on still frolic with it. And it relates to tourism. Don't talk. I don't know much about hear the news about the councillor. I think it's a PNP councillor will get shot. Them kill him. But the horror of this death is that according to the news, 15 times the man shoot him, master. How much time a man can dead, so? What is in a man heart that him could have point a gun on a man and shot him 15 times? I mean, really, man. And some dangerous heart them in Jamaica, you know. The man them heart is like, well, you remember first time when people say you don't have no heart? It come like you really have some youth out there when you have no heart. Literally. Because I understand how a man shot a man 15 times. What is the purpose of shooting a man 15 times? You mean say, after you shot him 5 times, he's going to get up still? 6 times, you're going to see him all a blink? 7 times, you see him hand just a turn? I mean, how much time you can shot a man, Rasta? But it stay away. It stay away. Really and truly, it stay away. You shot a man 15 times. So which part of the man did they know? I not talk about the man who did the shooting. I talk about the man who get the shot. Because if you shot a man 15 times, you must expect something from the man why you have to shot him so much time. Who paid a man there to kill a man there? Because nobody now just shot a man. I mean, a man will just shot a man still, but by accident or mistaken identity. But from you go shot a man 15 times, you know, sir, I send somebody send you. So who send a man there now? For make sure say the man dead, you know. And the man say, well, you say, boss, what do you mean make sure? All right, what chance you got? You hear about it in the news. And you hear about it in the news. So the man who pay him for do it now, he must have said, right, the brother is serious, you know. 15 times him shoot the man. No, sir. At some dog, watch, I mean, I was a dog heart, you know, because No dog now go do that. Trust me. No dog now go do that, Rasta. Believe you me. A man shot a man 15 times. I want them get it right. I mean, what kind of gun them use and shot the man? You know what I mean? Really. A judge this morning also refused their application for a stay of an injunction blocking construction on the property. You know what that means? It means the big hotel where they have a build can move, go on, and the people they have to move because there's no access to the Bob Marley Beach. And if you know this place set up, you must know so the access what was there get gulped up by the highway where they make. So the people them is boxed in. The only place them can access it from is from the sea or the air. That is what going to happen now because the judge give them the go ahead to build where they want to build. And you know them did mark out one at the back there to build where they want to build, and the people them in at the center between the highway and where they want to build. So as you said, the only place left to come on the beach is from the sea or from the air. So we don't know who want to talk to the brethren who has been really representing the family that they there for 60 years. The people them there now born and picnic born from 60 years ago. That family is there. And now we hear that the judge declared that, look here, we have to move. The people them want to build them 1,000-room hotel and highway have to pass it, so we can't come over there. So unless you don't have a boat, we can't carry no go over there. So we're going to talk to Marcus Gaff, attorney at law, who's representing the family who occupy, I don't want to say occupy, you know, occupy the Bob Marley Beach for how much years. And so it goes that we are boxed in, fenced in. Them lock we in, or they are going to lock we in because a man ball out the other day, so why the place so hot. And really and truly, the places where they used to go get a beach, a bath. Them can't do it again because everywhere fence up. At least most of the place them fence up. We're going to come forward. Blessed?
Greeting, Brother Muta.
Oh, you know, man?
I'm here giving thanks.
All right. So we want to start from the beginning because I thought this thing was over when the last time I spoke to you, you was telling me that the court give them the property and them have title. What happened after that? What transpired that it reached this level now?
Well, you know, Muta, it has one family. So, the Thomas family is the one who got their title, who's a smacker and them, right? And of course, they're one of the foundation Rastafari families who've been on that beach from ever since. Also, of course, Bongo Gabi's family. Bongo Gabi is the original Rastafari Nabingi elder who introduced Bob Marley and the Marley family to that beach. And he's the one who actually named that beach Bob Marley in honor of Bob after Bob transition 81.
Yeah.
Bongo Gabi's family, who are the Stevensons, that's the family who was in court with now, who we are trying to get title for through the courts. You know, that struggle still continues.
So who have a title? Who have a title already?
The Thomases, Rasmaka.
Oh, they have a title?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're going to ask you now. If the title, that means that they are according to the court, them now can stay on the land?
Yes, when you have title, then nobody can tell you about no rights that them have over your land. You have full rights recognized by the legal system.
Yeah, all right. So how the access going to go now? Because we know that the highway upon over that side there, and now we hear that the court I give them permission, the people them for build. How the access to that land going to go now?
Well, that is, I think, a question that is still to be answered because we don't really know the plans that the hoteliers have to that place. You know, we haven't seen any drawing, any type of diagram or so forth, so we don't know what is their plan. But certainly, that access road that we always use, the Bob Marley Beach, has to, we're saying, remain open, both for the families who live there and for the public who use that beach from ever since.
But they can access the land now because the highway, you know, get taller than the entrance.
It's kind of tricky. I mean, I went there today. It's kind of tricky because the highway is being built up. They have a big thing in the middle of the highway there,
yeah.
Divider. You know, so it's really tricky to do. But that road is going to be preserved in the highway. It's just a matter of how it's going to be maintained for public access. You know.
Okay. So it's all right now. Say talk about the other family now, where the court, where the family that the court now say. What happened to that family now? What happened?
Right, so I'm saying that what we saw in the media earlier this week was incorrect. The case has not been lost. The case is not finished. It was simply one application that was made for the extension of an injunction, like a stop order, right? To say that you must not do any kind of demolition or obstruction or interference with the land until the court case is finished. So the judge listed that stop order against that land owned by the Stevenson family. But it's not over yet. We have another court date set for next week, Tuesday, the 25th, where we go back to court to argue the overall strength of the case based on adverse possession. So it's an ongoing case. We lost one court ruling, which is the first, but it's a longer battle in court, which we're still engaged in.
All right, explain to me what was lost.
Yeah, so what we had in place since October last year was this thing we call an injunction, which is a stop order to prevent any kind of obstruction, interference, demolition of the Stevenson family home that is there, right? And it's an argument that we've been having with the other side in court since October. The judge said that the continuation of the injunction was not justified, right? And she really came to a conclusion, it seems, based on the fact that she said that this is a, $200 billion USD here investment that is occurring, and that under the law, the persons who are applying for injunction are supposed to be able to show that in the event that the injunction is deemed to have wrongfully prevent the developers from developing their land, the persons would have to be able to compensate the hoteliers for their loss investment. And of course, most of us in Jamaica don't have no $200 billion US to go and pay anyone for it.
That them want the people and pay them for loss of the land.
That is what they're saying now. You have to go pay up if you want to have this injunction continue. You have to show your ability to pay it up if you want the injunction to continue.
$400 million US.
Yes, which really, of course, makes no sense, because here it is that the hotel has 200 odd acres of land down there. The developers, right? 200 odd acres of land down there. But when Gavin's family is occupying less than 3 acres of land, right? So how is it that we'll say that 3 acres of land will be occupied for decades is preventing the construction of the hotel? No, so you can go and construct anywhere else on the whole of the land they have down there. So it cannot be that the whole that has been in by the Stevenson for all these decades is preventing construction or so forth. It's a nonsensical argument that I think can't really stand. But because it's viewed that way, because it's put out there in the media as such, that is this hotel development versus the family land situation is like an either or. But why can't they coexist? Right? Why can't a 3-acre family land coexist with a 190-acre hotel development? There's no
that me I wonder too.
It's down to greed. It's down to greed. Some people want to have all, and others have nothing.
All right, so what happened now? What we say about court again? What happened now?
Right, so we're going to court next week, Tuesday, for a summary judgment application, which is where we're basically arguing before a different judge next week that the tenants of the Stevenson family case, based on their over 60 years of occupation from Bongo Gabi down to his son and his other family members who are there, cannot be ignored, and those long-standing of the family on that land are to be privatized over the land titles that the company just get in 2019. But this is what we're arguing, essentially, that these land rights from ever since must prevail over these recent land rights, even though these recent land rights is by land titles. We hope that the judge will agree with us on that legal point.
It sounds to me like when you watch a cowboy show and the white man come and take with the Indian them land and then decide now, say, them have to compensate, the Indian have to compensate them for the land with them themselves key from the Indian. I don't know if they ever say the cowboy show like that, you know, but it's weird, man. It's weird. It's really weird.
And the same thing, it's a privatization over colonial law, over colonial perspective of land ownership and land rights, compared to what we're calling traditional African-centered land occupation.
Yeah.
You know?
Most indigenous people, not only just African, but most indigenous people, land is to them teeth it.
Exactly. And then you want to turn around and say, you must go and prove that it's yours. Even though you've been on the paper saying, no, you're born there, you have children and grandchildren there, but they want to prove that it's your land too.
And the man who come, they never even knows that the land exists until he want to build hotel.
Exactly. No, not with the history of that land before. Say 90, but until they say, you can't see them because of team land now.
And the government in league with them, the government tell them, say that piece of land is good. Since we're going to build up highway at St. Thomas, you know, see what you can do with a piece of land there. The government in league with them.
The government is saying that this is the eastern corridor for traffic to open up now, and so we want to have this whole south coast, eastern part of the island open up to tourism, right? Which is fine, but don't displace the people who is there all this time.
All the while, them do that.
Go and maintain this place for us to enjoy. It's not right.
Yeah, over 50 odd years, 60 odd years. I tell you, man, all right, so tell me something now. A man called me the other day and tell me, say, because of the heat, we're going, them go a certain, like Duns River, Little Duns River, and see the gate locked. How the gate still locked? Come on, I plan for the lock off fight, you know, because the place at them want to go bed.
Yes, yeah. Well, when I'm looking at this thing here, look like an island-wide plan of some sort.
Yeah, man, it look like. What I mean look like? It's an island-wide plan. It don't look like.
Yeah, but it's a post-COVID operation to occupy all the overlooked spaces and to privatize them for commercial value for some, you know, to the detriment of the majority who use it all this time. So that's why North Coast, South Coast, East and West are the same thing.
So why is it that them still have the lock on the Little Duns River place? What go on there so? We know Cabo always mention it and talk about it, and I know no involved, Taylor involved, you know, all that going on. Because man just bring it to me the other day, say, him go down there, never even knows the place, back up that way there, that him that plan to lock the lock.
Yeah, because I'm saying, we were told from last year that there was one shooting that happened there last year, and so it was closed, they said, for some investigation of that situation. But it's almost a year now. And it's closed, and they don't come back and say, well, this and that, or whatever reason why it's been closed. There are several business persons who work down there, who have a business down there, who have been locked out of the whole, you know, businesses from that time till now. The public can enjoy this space, right? And so it's again, it seems like an attempt to privatize the thing quietly, right, with the participation of government agencies.
And them not ready yet, so them lock the gate and keep out the old nigger them outside. It's a terrible thing I go on. I don't know.
This is a terrible thing in this first year of soca independence. We have these kind of struggles over land access and rights, who is local, who is foreign, and who have rights as recognized by law.
All right, here a man called me and tell me the other night and say, some of my family are staying in a hotel, right? And him go at the hotel for go check him family. And when him go through the gate and I'm going to the lobby, somebody come to him and say, no, them can't do that. Them have to go outside, go back out of the road, you know, and make the family come to them. I never hear that from me, but because every time I go to the hotel and go to the lobby and I ask somebody, I stand up in the lobby, I sit down in the lobby and wait for the family to come. But I never know, say, no, I don't know. Oh, that possible?
Right, I guess once on the land that you have the right to lock up people out of your property, yes? You know?
Yeah, but I mean, really, you go to a family member and you know, question and figure out if it's true the man attack. You don't start to run out the man out of the hotel and tell him, say the family member have to come to him. And the family member didn't come outside, did come out there to him. One of the things say, since you see the family come, you say, oh, it's true my attack. All right, come sit down in the lobby or something. I mean, we don't understand that.
Well, I'm saying again, if the government is not going to change some of these policies, right? And I'm saying we, the public and customers, should do something about it. Why are we saying that these hotels that continue to treat us like second classes?
Yeah.
Right? That we can have a family come and see us. And if it was a white man who comes to at the hotel and the family come see you.
But Virgil, I can tell you something, Gav. I have been to, I can't even count the amount of hotels in the whole world when I go. And me yourself, somebody there, they check me. I mean, we call him and say, all right, I'm coming downstairs. Make him sit down at the lobby there. White people own the hotel, bigger than most of the hotels in Jamaica, more upscale than most of the hotels in Jamaica. And we walk down in the lobby and sit down there with my brethren for hours and hours attack, and nobody not come to me and tell us so we have to come out of the lobby. White people own the hotel, me attack out, and I don't matter if I'm mostly white, me and my band in there are black people. And we there Jamaica, so now you can't sit down in a lobby and talk to your family member who pay money from foreign to come down here, so, and you want to see your family where you never see for years. And you sit down in a hotel lobby with them. You know, tell them to come in a room or nothing, you know. Because most of the hotel them now tell you you can't carry no get in the room. But you sit down in the lobby with your family members and man and get up and tell you say, you have to come out of the hotel and them have to come out of the hotel to come meet you. What kind of party system are going on in Jamaica?
The minister is poor customer service plus is colonial thinking that we're still struggling with. Because the whole industry of hotels in Jamaica come from the 60s and 50s. It is part of that, right? Because of colorism and separation. And so that is why we think about it in this way. So you have to be a certain standard, either race or financially, to stay in hotel. And if not, and you're outside that, then you're totally to be excluded and barred off. And it's the same thing with the beach as a problem, right? That if you're not good enough to stay in the hotel, you're not good enough to be on our lovely white beaches. Yes. It's still racial-based thinking that is holding us back in this country. Also.
But me kind of, the one they annoy me though, the one about the lobby thing, it annoy me. Because when me hear the brother say, me say, hey, you know, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it and say, no, because I say, no, that not sound possible, Rasta, that you go to look for your family member. And a man tell you, you have to talk to them outside of the hotel.
Like on the roadside or through the fence?
Yeah, you have to walk, go outside, come off of the premises. Yeah. The brother say you have to come off of the premises. And the people them direct them to where you there, outside of the hotel, to come talk to you.
Right.
Me never get nothing like that in my life.
From a party?
Yeah, it's like a party. It's the same. Black people have to move to a certain place and go a certain place. And that come back.
When that happens, we must put it on social media, right? And cost the hotel management for them sitting there. I mean, people don't spend their money at this place that don't respect us and our families. Yeah.
Terrible, man. What a thing I go on in Jamaica, Rasta. You know, I mean, all is not good. It look good, but it's not really good. It don't look that way there. Because apart from the criminal activities we are going on, there's criminal activities against the people. Because we still live on the Bob Marley beach. And we say, all right, here the man said them have how much hundreds of acres of land around the back this up. And them go build a hotel. And them tell the people them who occupy just a little portion of the land, say, all right, you see, if you don't want to control the place, give it how much hundreds of millions of US dollar. You see, they think they had died, you know. It had died. Big company had died. The government had died, people. Because them set up the people, them, you know. Because them people, they can't come here so unless the government gets sanction, you know. Just like the same-sex marriage. Just like the same-sex marriage we are going on the North Coast. Them can't come here to come do that if them not get some papers. Them get papers to do that. And the hotel management and the hotel owner, them knows that I go on at the hotel. So them know, I prefer to see two men are married in a them hotel than a man who have a family come at the hotel to come visit him family where him not see for years. Years. And him no want, them no want let him in the hotel. He have to go outside and make him family go to a road go meet him. What kind of madness that? This is the cutting edge and
the Black Radar YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button and keep listening.
We have some things lying up here. Yeah, we have some things lying up here. We have an interview we do with Theo Chambers about AI. You know, we have been talking about AI all this long time from a good while now, and we say the AI momentum gather steam now because the big guys, them who really involved in it, I said them want to slow down the pace right because it look like it want to take over the place. And then now them say them a continue. You know, when you look on this thing what them call God now, because God's supposed to create man, you know. According to what them say, God said, let us make man. So when them say us, I can't tell me deal with the English language, you know. Us is more than one. So it's more than one. Sit down and say, we're going to create man, you know. And now him create man, I don't think he create man with the intention that he must go on like where I'm going, you know. Because in the same place where we meet, when we read where it said, let us make man. It also say, man get out of hand, so we will destroy him and we repent that we make him. That means say, it tell you say, God has said, him sorry, say make man. So him bring all sort of things, flood and all them something, and even though when him bring the flood, him come again and make man go on, but man still, even get worse, till him no man want to control the place. No man in a predicament, you know, because man turn on and say, let us make artificial intelligence. And us sit down again and make something named robot, iPhone, computer, and get artificial intelligence. That's what they want to say. So these things that man create now look like them want to say, no, we not call it artificial, we're not artificial, we are the thing. So they must show them power now, just like how man show him power over where him claim, create him. These artificial intelligence are show them power now over who create them. Yeah, we just mention about the AI phenomena that is taking place and how some people, like the big guys, they say, nah, go take away your work. Look here, man. AI going to take away a whole heap of people work. The artificial intelligence, the robot, them make, going to take away a whole heap of people work. Because you can imagine you have a helper. And the helper have to go sit down and rest. She have to depend on her cell phone. She have to eat lunch and all them something there. The AI no want no lunch. And then now sit down and no rest. And as a matter of fact, them don't want sleep. So all when you go and go sleep, this robot they watch your house or watch your car or watch your dog, them and everything. It's a serious thing. We see them make a machine right now. It costs $1 million US. Where it actually do, it go through your field. And this is for big farmers. Farmers like when in America we have all 1 mile of field go down when you look. You can't see the enzyme crop them. Where that machine do, it go through the field and weed out the weed them, get rid of the weed them and left the plant, the sucker them where you want stay there. And it do 30 people work. When me say it though, it do 30 people work. That means say, you see little more all them farm work business we are going, that's so done with. But them are 10 people from here to go up, they go farm and all them something there. Them go and cut that off because them machine can't do. Where one man can't do, the machine do 100 times where him can't do. So, you know, see all them problems with them about union and this and that and man has strike. Machine has strike, machine might broke down, but you just get a man and fix that. And that them are going with, you know. You know, to say the youth them, and as, well, I don't know if I Jamaica tell because everything reach at Jamaica. And the robot, and what them call it, chat box, I do them school homework, you know. Yes, chat box, I don't let me see them now study again, you know. So imagine now you have to walk around with some youth with them head do have nothing in the night, you know, because any answer that them want for them exam, when them do them exam, them just turn to them computer and get the answer in there. And then give up them work like it's them do it. Especially when they go to them homework at them yard. And nobody now monitor that. So look more you go walk around. The people, the ones that walk around, the only thing them can use is a computer, but them do have nothing in them head. We will come forward again.
You are listening to the Black Radar YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button and keep listening.
And all symbols help for really cement the colonizers in all them cement it in your mind with the naming of the street them, even the parish them. Call anybody in Jamaica right now and ask them about the name of the parish them and what them know about each parish, the name like for St. Mary, St. Elizabeth, Trelawney, Portland, Kingston. Ask them who was these people. More than likely, if you ask 10 people, the 10 people, them don't know. And if you're going to the school, them go ask the teacher, them don't know neither. But guess what? It represents something. And we know say that something is not we. But we still maintain it. Because that is how them cement themselves in a history. Sometimes them even create alternate history. Them create a different history from what really history is. And we absorb the history that is played in front of us like it's real history. And we don't know, say, it's something they make up and put in front away. And we keep repeating it and it become like it's true because you keep hearing it, you feel say it's true. And that is how them cement themselves in your mind and your subconscious. That because you hear the thing all the while, you really believe say it's true. Take how much things you hear all the while. And I bet you if you go check it out, no go so. Yeah man, no go so. That's why culture, I will go back now to the culture argument. That's why culture is so important to our people. And our people who lose them culture, lose themselves. Because culture is the way of the people. And with them though, because we lose the culture, we come on here, so come get some bastardization of our culture and mix it up with film thing and turn out how it is now. We get confused and mix up. We really confused and mix up. Because now you talk about cultures, different cultures in Africa. Most one normal Jamaican were up on the street, were downtown. You mention them things to them not really interested in that. Them I think about how them go get something for go buy a false fingernail or go buy a polo t-shirt, you know, Tamil figure whatsoever. Or the new designs them know what them want. Sometimes food are the last thing come out them mouth, come out them mind. Because them were all hungry. And them people want to go to school too. But a new thing come out and they forget it because them friend of it. Just like when we see some youth walk around with some 1,000 odd, I'm going to say 1,000, 100,000 cell phone. And them parents will ask them where them get that from. A youth at got school have a cell phone that costs $100,000. And your mother now asks you where you get it from. I don't like first time when a guy to go buy what them call it? Nokia phone, a Nokia them used to call it, yes. And you just have the phone there. If you just make phone call, because that's how it could have do. Now them phone, yeah, them do everything where you want it do. Everything. Yeah, man. And it costs much more than what them look phone where we used to have in our palm of our hand. And them youth you have it, and them parents to ask them, where you get the phone from? Because maybe them don't even know much for the phone because them now going on a phone shop go see no phone we mark $100,000, $90,000, $80,000, and them can't afford lunch money to give them picnic for go to school, and them picnic have phone will cost $100,000. How is that possible? And that is what them use for educate themselves in a the wrong way. And that is how the guy cement himself in our brains. That me I talk about. How him cement himself in our brains continuously. Giving with certain gadgets and certain forms, images, stick in our brain. We have pictures in our brain that don't have nothing to do with we. And we demonize everything that is we. Yes, we demonize everything that is we. It's really a terrible situation. And you hear this story many times before. And we keep repeating it. How is it that anytime we think in our mind, think about our Lord and Savior, is a white man we think upon? How is that possible? Who cement that in your head? That every time you think upon the man where you go to church every Sunday go praise to, Jesus Christ. How you come to be seeing a white man in your head? And your grandmother did that to a white man too. And your great grandmother did that to a white man too. And you realize no, you realize there's something wrong, but you can't figure out what is wrong because you can't get the image out of your head. Look how conscious you be. You have all the people run up and down and talk about Jesus Christ is that and Jesus Christ is that. When him really picture Jesus Christ in his head, is the same picture where the man put on the wall and give him a that him a say. And at that in praise and worship. How is that possible? And we know how possible it is because it has been done by thousands and millions of people unconsciously and sometimes consciously. Because they know the one who feels him conscious and feels him get out at him say, well, it doesn't matter what color Jesus is. Or you mean it no water? Then why him can't be black? Because me remember them did have a little picture of one black man with a rod and a sheep beside him. And him just have a normal afro. And my grandmother begs about it. She said that no represent for Jesus. Him too black. My granddad said that long time. She said him too black. All for come represent Jesus. Because she don't want for Jesus look like she and her grandpicking them. How is that possible? That the man who give you that don't about you don't know who give it. Him just put the picture there. And that picture they become part of your consciousness or unconsciousness. That picture they become cemented in your brains. For how much years now? Hundreds of years it's cemented in your brains. And you can't get it out. Because you not make no effort. They make sure so you don't make no effort to get it out. Because the more you try to get it out, and the more you see something else there for cement it more. Yeah, man. It's like the Roman Catholic Church will say God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. And then them come now and them tell you, say, Mary is the mother of God. And then them tell you now, say, in order to go to God, you have to go through Mary. I mean, the concept might be older than the Roman Catholic Church. But that is just a way of a cultural expression done thousands of years ago. by some other people. And then some other people take it and twist it and turn it and make it become for them thing. And then put the image on it like it's for them thing. Just like the guy, they are Jamaica, unveiled this argument about the 76 enslaved Africans who strengthen iron in a Jamaica, in a St. Thomas, strengthen it. And the guy take it and register it as film invention, film own, and go make millions of dollars, pounds a fight. And not only make millions of pounds, but England itself become one of the greatest superpower in the world because of that. But we never know, say, as some black man, they do it. But when him cement it, when him patent it and paint it and put it all the wheel when he want to do it, it become fame one. So who is you now for come say, as some black man do that, you know, because you don't have no way to go find that out. Until now, when people start to get within themselves and realize about it. A black man, they do this, you know, oh, them did that say, Adamania. And the mania, they say him too. And that is how the lie become true, because you keep repeating it. Them keep repeating it and you start to accept it as truth and real. Just like how you don't know who make the light bulb first, or the stoplight them, and all these inventions that was designed, that created by black people. It's a weird situation to find yourself in. When we don't talk to you, we want to play a thing about maybe 100 things you never know the black people invent. Yes, we'll play some of the things that you never know that. I'm not talking about everyday thing, you know. I'm not talking about no little, like, complicated thing. Just everyday thing, like all peanut butter. You know them kind of way there. You never know, say, a black people first start make peanut butter. Yeah, so, yeah, we're going to show you how the thing get twisted over the years, get hidden over the years, and people come on top with it over the years, and we start to really buy into them lie. As a matter of fact, we run down people with it too. Yeah, man, we run down people with it because we don't know better. Because how we come up, at that we see continuously, and we picnic come see it too. Well, not my picnic them, but, you know, you have to take some things and get in your brains, get it out. And when you get it out, people who can't get out for them won't start say, you mad. You're idiot. Where you think that I go serve? What kind of thing that? Look here, man. All them things that you see, bro, Jamaica, yeah, will represent the colonial master them. If it was relating to we as a people, confidence in self would be high. And if you don't have no confidence in yourself, you know what Marcus Garvey say, you're twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you win even before you start. And it's because the confidence get go down and dwindle in a African people mind. Why you say a whole heap of things now we are going so where we can't even figure out. All the big university this and the university that can't figure it out. All the Minister of National Security and Minister of Education, them can't figure it out. Because them still not go to the root of the problem. You know, see, the root of the problem is that the colonial mentality is still embedded in the minds of the people, them, and them don't want to get it out because them themselves colonizing and feel their mind. It's like right now we are talking about teaching Marcus Garvey in a school. Who are going to teach it when the teacher them don't even know nothing about Marcus Garvey? And them now go allow people who know for going to go teach. It's just that. So the blind and lead the blind. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of the blind. The one-eyed man is king. And that is really where we're going now. In the kingdom of the blind. The one-eyed man is king. who going to guard the guard when the guard are guard your house? Who's guarding the guard? We're in a serious problem. And we have to come out right, you know. We have to come out right, man. You think so we are see all them things in vain. We're not them things in vain. I tell you, say about 1 year ago, or more too, we are ball, oh, come on now, you know, instrumental music. And I tell you, say, boy, my prayer get answered, Rasta. The amount of instrumental music when I get. And this is one of them, Dean Fraser. Why Dean Fraser? We love him more than how Jesus love little children. Sly, oh gosh, man, may I tell you, we love you more than how Jesus love little children. Because with some instrumental music I come about the place and know where. Oh, we not hear the youth them and make no music because them hungry use computer. The AI grab them. The AI can't change cards but them so invent that too. You know, the other day, a Sunday we had a Cabo program and we had talked to a maroon leader from over the Portland side of Jamaica there. And I talked to him about how the maroon them, Nani and all them people there, Taki and all these people used to use them indigenous culture and spirituality to fight the war and to live. And my thing was that, oh, we know all of this, and we have maroon now who claim Christianity. Well, the Virgin is going to try to justify it, but we'll go to our next subject. But we still would ask the question, our maroon right now, in at this time, you know, knowing where know more than most people in Jamaica, the so-called maroon them know a whole heap of thing about the African presence in Jamaica and also what the Africans them used to do. Why them is called healers. And all of the ones them who lead the rebellion them was healers. How is it that them know all of this? And the same religion will trap us. And that now them turn to. And works. Yes, and we have to figure it out. All we get trapped in the web of confusion. All away. No care how conscious this is. There's something there that is embedded in us that we need to drag out it. You know what I'm saying? Wash brains, your brain dirty, you wash it. Some of our brains not really dirty that bad, but it needs some washing. Yes, too long, man. Too long, Rasta. A long time, you know. Long time. People come and say this and people come and say that. But it still linger. Good night, Theo.
Good night, how are you?
I am totally okay, man. Trust me, I'm totally okay. So may I talk, you mentioned something to me and it was up my street. And I say I have to put you there because you say you have a whole book now. I don't get the book yet still, you know. I'll go on, you know.
You didn't get it?
No, sir. I don't get the book yet, but that is another talk. Anyway, don't worry yourself, but here one now. We want to talk about it, you know. What the book, you mentioned a little about the book, but tell the people them what the book I deal with.
The book deals with artificial intelligence, who we are, how we live in a parallel universe or multiverse. It also deals with lifestyle, things that we always want to challenge ourselves about religion and philosophy and so forth. But the most important thing is artificial intelligence. An example, a chimp and a human being have 99% exactly the same DNA. But the 1% difference between a chimp and a human being make it impossible for Muta to text
a chimp and a chimp text him back and have a rational communication. It's impossible. We're 1% different. That means in order for anything to communicate with another human being, must be the same level as a human being or above. If you keep that philosophy bright and right in front of you, then now artificial intelligence must be in the same level as a human being or above, because when you type to artificial intelligence, it's giving you an answer back that you can communicate rationally with that artificial intelligence. So for people to think that artificial intelligence is something joking, no, it's an intelligence that's thinking, rationalizing, can learn just like a baby learn a language, and is becoming, controlling the entire human race. That is very important to keep in mind. Number two, when you think of an example, you can tell artificial intelligence right now that you want to write a book on music. You want to write a book on the history of reggae music, and you want it to be 200 pages. Muta, in less than 10, I would say 8 minutes or 3 minutes, between 3 to 6 minutes, it will give you a complete history of the music industry, everything with book cover, images, everything.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's scary because they have voices now that can make it sound like it's me. I tell you something and it's not me. You know says me I talk to you, or you know says Muta talk to you now.
Exactly.
That is where it will eventually reach.
Now, but here comes the scary part. The legal system, I predict, within 3 to 5 years, the legal system all over the world going to come to a collapse. You know why? Somebody accused Muta of saying something, and they're going to court now. And how can they prove it wasn't you with what exists right now?
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence can do anything. So therefore, a jury and a judge depends on the authentic evidence that is brought to the court.
Yeah.
How can you bring a document right now and say, I wrote it, you wrote it, this person said that? It's impossible. So the line between reality and fake is gone.
Yes, gone. Yes.
It's totally gone.
We figure now, say, maybe it going to take. I don't know if you listen when I start, but I build up a scenario here so about this thing what them call God. God, them say create man. Him say let us make man, and them make man in his own image. And what happen now is that man become intelligent, and him start to behave like him want to dominate God. In other words, the potter tell the maker who and what him is. So him a move independently of his maker. Now right. I am seeing something like that happen now where man are gonna make a robot, and the robot now is going to get so intelligent that I'm going to say, who is you for tell me who me is? I'm going to move independent of man. Oh, you see that?
Guess what? If we are able to program AI to think and rationalize, then we need to look at that we might be programmers. We might be also AI in some other intelligence.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
Now, I want to read something for you that I have on page 149, right? Yeah. I think you're going to love it. What if I was God? If I were...
Hold on, stick up in there. We're going to go to a break and come forward.
The informative information presented in this video is motivational and is positively aimed at inspiring, educating and entertaining the viewers with the cutting edge of critical reasoning. If you enjoy the contents on the Black Radar YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to show your support.
Talking to Theo Chambers about a book that him just sent out there about AI. He was about to read something from the book.
Yes.
Yes, Theo, he was going to read something about...
I want to read just 4 paragraphs from the book cover of the book called AI Warning. The godfather of AI, Godfrey Hinton, quits Google and warned of the dangers of misinformation. Hinton, 75, said he quit to speak freely about the dangers of AI and in part regrets his contribution to the field. MIT professor and AI researcher Mark Tegmark is stressed about the potential impact of artificial general intelligence and human society. The Association for Mathematical Consciousness Science stated that AI systems having feelings and even human-level consciousness are no longer in the realm of sci-fi. Eliza Zukowski, an AI researcher, has argued that the development of AGI that is not aligned with human goals could lead to existential risk of humanity, including the possibility of the AI killing all humans on planet Earth. This is serious that is happening out there. And I just want to share with you and the audience something very important. There's a warning. Someone can call right now. In fact, you can leave me a message. Theo, call me. And in those a few second message, I can take that voice, 5 seconds of your voice, and create a total conversation about you. So I could call your wife and say, hi, this is Muta. I need you to go to the bank and wire me $1,000 or $10,000 to this bank account.
Yeah.
She knows your voice.
Of course.
She knows everything. And my warning now to the entire public, make sure there's a code between you and your wife and your children that at the end of your request for a transfer of money or to take action, you use a code, like an example, Alaska or China or 1949. If they don't hear that code at the end of the conversation or request, you know they're trying to scam you. That's number one. Number two, jobs are being lost right now with artificial intelligence. But more than that, the danger, an example, Mutabaruka just got a pacemaker in his heart. And they place it there good. He is the president or prime minister of Jamaica. I live in China, and I want to kill Muta. I can hack your medical file, get the model of your pacemaker that you have, create a virus, click one button,
and the
virus goes straight to your heart, and you drop dead and no one know what happened.
Yeah.
That's artificial intelligence. Okay?
I know, Coach, I am wondering about this mass shooting in America now that happens so rapidly. You never usually hear it so rapid. I'm wondering what is it that is causing these so much mass shooting? Maybe, just maybe it have something with that.
Let me say this. One of the greatest artificial intelligence or game producer from Google said one thing. He said, if I create a game that is easy to solve, then people will not be engaged in that game. It must be difficult, it must be challenging, it must go through all of those things for it to become exciting. When these kids spend 2-3 days fighting and killing and jumping over fences and so forth, these things come embedded in the brain and the part of the mind, body, and soul.
Symbols. No, continue, man. I was saying something I did just talk about symbols.
Yes, and they act this out, you see? And that's what creating all of these killing that's going on there, because they are brainwashed through artificial intelligence game. But in the same breath, here comes the crazy part, Muta. He's saying, if the entire world agrees and we all think alike and act alike, then we'll be a boring world. We will be living in a cult. And that's the reason why the Creator created all the possibility, including fight, killing, loving, all of that. That's what the artificial intelligence writer is saying. This world that we live into is a simulator. It's a game. It's a big game. The same way we created games, somebody created us. And it's not someone created us out of mud and stuff like that. We are programmed. We are programmed just like we are programming artificial intelligence. But people say, man did that? No. If you think of who we are as human, we are 37.2 trillion cells. So when I look at you, my brother, I'm seeing 37.2 trillion cells. So when a human goes to a lab and examine how cells work, we are examining ourselves. That's the reason why we are able to change and operate on our own body, because we are nothing but cells, intelligent cells. When you was in your mother's womb, my brother, you was connected by the umbilical cord. So everything that made you came through the umbilical cord. The blood, the oxygen, the emotion, everything came through the umbilical cord. That's the reason why your first brain is your guts. And 80% of all your diseases happen in your guts. So when you eat raw food and you eat an apple and a mango and so forth, the intelligence inside that mango knows what to digest, what to send to your blood, what to send to your muscle, what you want to urinate, what you want to sweat out, what you want to use as a fetus, and all of that stuff. It's so intelligent in how we live right now. So when people go to church, look, Muta, hear this joke. People go to church, name me the best minister you can find on planet Earth. A majority of them have what? A Bible in one hand and a medical card in one hand. Okay? If they get sick, what they want to tell you to do? Rush me to the doctor, then pray for me.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Not take me to the church and pray for me. Right? The amount of faith that they have in this so-called God that they created. So if you want to understand how the universe is put together, always think of yourself as 37.2 trillion cells working in harmony with the universe. But I want to share something with you out of the book, a satire that I wrote called What If I Was God? If I were the perfect God, I will recreate the world, and one of the first things I will do is admit that I'm tired of fighting and arguing with 37.2 trillion cells we call the human race. I will admit that I've created humans with free will, but I did not know how abusive man would be with such power. I will admit that the human race are disrespecting my commandments and are almost on the brink of destroying my earthly creation. I will not hesitate to admit that I've lost control over the human race. So, if I were God, my recreation of the updated 37.2 intelligence human race will have these modifications. No free will. Human will not be made in our image, knowing right from wrong. I will update the 37.2 intelligent humans with better resistance to disease and sickness, so they stop praying to me every second of the day for my health. This way, I can find peaceful moment to create other planets and galaxies without daily interruption by humans with their begging for favor behavior. I will strongly consider eliminating death, because if I don't, humans will create new religion in search of what happened after death. I might even make the updated version of 37.2 intelligent human vegetarians. This way, killing animals for consumption will be something of the past. What if I were the devil? If I were the devil, I will ask God the following question: God, why are you giving me such a battle rap worldwide? You know that I did not create myself. You created me with the ability to think and act the way I do. And when I exercise those rights, you punish me and cast me aside. Well, here it is. Akasha God, you did not act like a good and loving father by taking me into your arms and showing me love and affection. On the contrary, you told all my brothers and sisters to stay away from me. God, you told my brothers and sisters that I was evil. Know that I am lonely and miserable. And when I do things to get the attention of my brothers and sisters so that I can have friends and companionship, you punish them for following me, or even if they are seen in my company. God, you could have taken away the breath of life from me the first time I disobeyed your commandment. Why have you allowed me to act the way I do? Then you do nothing to correct my mental state. Why leave me to develop into this cruel and revengeful person when you could have hugged me and shown me love and affection that I have not had in thousands of years? Why have you permitted me to live thousands of years without stopping my destructive and malicious behavior? And I just want to write one more. What if I were a rational human? If I was a rational human, I will ask God, why you created human whom you call your children, then turn around and divinely impregnate divine intercourse with one of your daughters by the name of Mary, who had your son Jesus. If I was a rational human being, I will also ask God why he didn't get it right the first time he wrote the whole Testament. What was wrong or omitted from the Old Testament that you needed to correct in the New Testament? If I had any guts to face God, I will tell him that you are the creator of the human race. Therefore, you should step up and take full responsibility for humans with homosexual and lesbian tendency. You program them. You must come out of hiding, physically absent, and put some of your human creation straight by letting them know that everything stops with you. It will be best to let the entire human race understand that the cruelty thinking and revengeful behavior are part of your master creation. You are the creator, the programmer, and the ultimate ruler of the human brain and thinking process. And last one, if I were a rational human, I will tell God, notice that death is a permanent part of your creative process. Millions of our cells die every day. Every living thing goes through the metamorphosis of birth, growth, atrophy, transition, and rebirth. If you had any intention of us living forever, you could have done so from day one. Am I correct, God? My rational mind tells me that you planted the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and put Adam and Eve in eye view of that tree. Then, when they eat from the tree, you punish them for life. God, we humans call that type of behavior entrapment.
Yes.
That's some of the things that.
Yeah, man.
So the book is there. But I just want to go back just for 1 second to the artificial intelligence. Right now, people are calling corporations and banks and major companies, calling the financial department and tell them to transfer money to different banks and so forth. And you'll be surprised the amount of things that is happening right now. Your home, that is modern home, that you can enter your home by your voice. Be careful.
Yeah,
because no, someone can take your voice, go up to your door and say,
open it. But what's not wrong with that?
Huh?
You can't stay anywhere in the world and see where I go on in your house too.
Exactly.
So if you can't do it, them can't do it too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine you are driving now a driverless automobile.
Yes, in San Francisco.
Yeah. And I turn around and I tap into your automobile because I know the code. And I said, turn left and stay left. And you up in a hill and there's 2,000 feet down and the left of you. You lost control.
But you know what is happening in San Francisco? I mean, I don't know San Francisco, but apparently they didn't program these self-driven cars to identify siren. So when the fire brigade and the ambulance move in, it creates havoc on the street then because the cars them is not responding to siren for stop or for pull over. Them just keep going and it slow down the fire brigade and the ambulance them. So that is really a problem. They need to carry them back in now to program them so that them can respond to fire engine and ambulance. You know, that is artificial intelligence going havoc there.
Yeah, and now, Muta, we have no secrecy in this entire world anymore.
No.
They know exactly who you are, where you are.
Yes.
Artificial intelligence is totally in control of our entire life. Everybody knows the minute that you have an email address,
yes,
a bank account,
yes,
a credit card,
a passport,
your name and number is there now. The thing that we need to understand that you can protect yourself all you want, but if they tap in to Google database like they have done and stole millions of email addresses, you could be one of those million email addresses that is being targeted.
Yeah.
And now they create all these scam items to sign in to your bank or your credit card, and they end up getting your username and password, and all in a sudden you wonder why your bank account is empty.
Yeah, well, they're making this chip for putting human beings that can detect disease before it got out of proportion, like cancer and all them things. You know, they must say them have chip where them can implant in you, so as to protect you from disease that will take over your body, and them see it before it spread. You know, so the opposite is also there too, that they're making the chip for really control people.
Do you know what a cyborg is? Cyborg is, right? CYBORG.
Yeah.
That's off man and off technology.
Yes.
That is happening right now because you have the cashless supermarket, right?
I witnessed that.
Where you walk into, all right.
I witnessed that.
When you walk into the place, pick up what you want, walk out, and that's it.
It just got to your. You see how them do it now? Like you take the thing off of the shelf and put it in the trolley, and the trolley now know who they coming at the thing with that trolley, and them send the bill. Them take it out of your credit card.
Yes.
So I mean, if a Jamaican who don't know go there, it might feel him a walk out with some free food, but really actually him pay a feet even before him knows him pay a feet.
Yes.
Them hardly have any cashier in a supermarket again. I witnessed that in England. You just go in there and take the thing them, put out. Just like it's something like what them have in Jamaica where the cashier actually just scan the food with the barcode, and then them check it. Now them eliminate the cashier. Them eliminate the cashier in England. That's it's weird. I mean, it's not weird, but it's something else.
Well, I can tell you that right now they are working in downloading the human brain.
Yes, memories.
This is no sci-fi business. No, this is serious stuff.
No, man, not true, man. Not true.
They are finding a way to download the human brain.
Yes.
And one day, they will be able to tap in to your brain and know exactly what you're thinking and so forth. And what is amazing, Muta, you go to church and they give you 10 commandments. If you violate, God will send you to hell. But human is creating all of these stuff, destroying the human body, and nobody's saying that God is going to come and punish you and stuff like that. There's no punishment for the worst thing that is happening on planet Earth. Yeah. So religion is getting a knock.
Yes.
Because the young people then don't believe in the game that is laid out thousands of years ago in the religious context, because they have answers, because they know technology. Yeah. They can get the answer that they want right now. Today, the average person is not thinking about dying and going to heaven and being saved, because you know what? They're extending their life on planet Earth. Yes, right now, Elon Musk and those guys are working in converting different planets for humans to be able to live.
Yes,
they are dropping different things to create plants, to create oxygen, and all of those different things on different planets. So, an example, 40 years ago, we saw Dick Tracy talking into a watch in his hand.
Yes.
That's reality.
No, you remember Lost in Space? In Space, where them used to have cell phone.
Yes.
And that I like when me a picnic, that I like 50 years ago, 60 years ago, they will have Lost in Space. Them they have cell phone in it. All I didn't know, say, it's not science fiction, no. It get away, Bridget, it get away.
Well,
so far to go.
Even McDonald's, Burger King, you have computer now making burgers and making sandwiches.
Yes.
That means and they don't get tired. They don't ask for
No.
They don't get sick.
Yes.
They don't get anything.
They work 24/7 or more.
Translators. If you go to school to be a translator, your job is in jeopardy.
Yeah, your phone a translate now.
Exactly.
A man give me a phone the other day. Well, not give me. I buy a phone and when me look, me see it mark translate, and it have about 12 different languages in there we can translate where somebody say. It's weird.
Exactly.
Anyway, we have to move now, Bridget. We have to move. We have to come up on the time.
All right. Man. I'm going to check what happened to your book, because
tell the people the book name. Not tell the people the book name.
The book name, The Imperfect Perfect Universe by Theo Chambers.
Okay,
The Imperfect Perfect Universe by Theo Chambers. It is on Amazon.
Okay. All right. Give thanks.
All right. Yes, King.
Yeah, man. Yes, that's some serious thing. If you do it, might look light, but when I give 10 years, 5 years down the line, all the people them are learning at school will become null and void, because it will have no significance and relevance to what will happen. As we have said a while ago, say the people them are do homework now and them now use them brains. So you're going to have some people now, when them grow big, brains with just a shell of a brain, because them do have to think again. Them have something to think for them, and it starts already with the iPhone, with the cell phone, with the computer, and it get more and more developed as it go on, or underdeveloped maybe. It's a terrible thing. We don't know what will happen, but we can predict what we shouldn't want happen. And these guys know what will happen before, because they have information. The people with the most information go run the world, or is running the world. So we have to just wake up, African people, wake up. We have to get it together.
The informative information presented in this video is motivational and is positively aimed at inspiring, educating and entertaining the viewers with the cutting edge of critical reasoning. If you enjoy the contents on the Black Radar YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to show your support.